Que toi aussi, je t'aime à l'infini. Tu es l'amour de ma vie. La nuit, j'ai tellement envie. Baby, viens.
What's up? What's up? Good morning. Let me know if the music is too loud or if it's good. If I'm able to speak over it and you hear me clearly. Good morning. Sound like Sam over here clearing my throat. What's up, Chris? I was very, very surprised we didn't have a chart from you today, Chris. You must be confident with everything and just no need to have a chart, huh? Just let it ride. Morning, morning. All right, all right. Let's see. Here we go. I can't show them all, right? No worries, Amit. Whenever you feel comfortable. Here's FTT. That one's popping. Looks like letting them ride is best possible thing. We got 22, so give me just a second. We'll get started here. All right, so this is Wonka. Well, Wonka. You got two W's, so I don't know how to say it really, but so you've got comp. It looks like you're trying to short it. Ahmed, check the pinned messages in Vote Video Analysis channel. I believe Lotte showed you how to do it. He's kind of screenshots. You should be able to get it from there. If you're not, then I don't think I ever did the video because everyone figured it out pretty well. So if you still need help, let me know and I'll do that video I guess later today. If it doesn't make sense, let me know though. All right, let me dig into this. So Wonka gave me this. Looking for a short, but I think since the time he posted this, it's already invalidated or stopped him out if he was in it. Because this was 10 hours ago where we broke through and stopped there. So now we're at the 100. So I would say shorting right now is probably not the wisest. We don't have anything. And of course, you've got things like this popping up, right? They've got basically just consolidation underneath resistance, right? So here's your, if I had to put a line on the chart and say, where's resistance? It'd be right here. And we just consolidated underneath it. Support would have been I guess right here. Right? So you just consolidated in this range. Consolidation under resistance like this is bullish. Obviously you could say, well, we're consolidating above support too, so sure, it could have broke down. But just the nature of the market currently, shorting, consolidation patterns is probably not going to do well yet. I mean, Makes it a little easier to see. So you're just looking for the big C down, the market turning over. So let me just do some Monte analysis here on it and see what we can come up with. Obviously, do not need that anymore. Trying to find the one with the longest history. Whoa. Here's a good buy. Good morning, Zohan, of course. All right, so we'll just do this. Y'all let me know which chart has the most history for comp, if this is it or not. All right, so just looking at this, if I'm doing this, so this would be perfect pull, and I mean, it looks bullish just from looking at this, right? Because we've continually hit this 236 here, hit it again. We've stayed above the zero line, right? So falling back into this would indicate, right, if we would have fallen back in here and rejected that zero line, that's when we can move down further, right? And that would have been the C wave, I guess, in a sense. So unless we get a complete market-wide breakdown now, before we get above this, trajectory is up. All right. So basically, until we lose this median, right, you could probably just put a line on it like this. Right click, alert trend line. And what happens is when price breaks this, then that should alert you like, all right, hang on, we've might not be doing what we thought, but so far expectation would be this, right? Just consolidating in an ascending pattern. You've got daily MACD pointing up. You're basically at the zero line. You've got RSI pointing straight up on the daily. It's no divergence. So weekly's turning up, right, without crossing over, right? This is bad when you're crossing here, but turning over and not crossing is good. So that's the 3-day. So I would personally be looking to long this, all right, so you can see right now why we stopped here. We also had the 236 hidden right there, but we've got the golden zone again, right? And we're still just ascending into it, right? So expectation is just consolidate in this until it finally pops out, right? And then comes back, and it's probably going to test here before really continuing on. But that's expectation here, is to just pop and continue on. If you want to short, like I said, we'd have to lose that median line on the pitchfork, but oh yeah. So right here, you based off volume, there's your value area high right there. We popped out of it, right? We failed here, came back down, up, and now basically we held it. So now you would not be looking short until you've rejected back under this and retested it, right? That would be your trigger for your short, Wonka, is basically this here, right? So if we come up, reject here, get back under, your target for entry would be here at the value area high, and then you'd be targeting POC of the entire move. That's the only short I'd be looking for. So you can alarm 407, but bias should be up. This should only be a trigger to say, all right, well, we can start looking short now if it loses this. So as far as targets up, So I really like this cluster here. 18. Basically, we're just getting to the edge of this, right? Obviously, I don't think it's going to go straight there. You never know. Solana did, so you never know. But just nice little target here with the median. And I'm using this. I don't know. I think it's more of a, I'm not the traditional pull. Y'all know that. We could do this one, but I like the look of this one more with geometry. So 1623 to about 1900. So Wonka, short idea invalidated for now. Lose 407 right here. And you can retry this. So for now, off the table. All right, we've got Cokey. At first, it looks like yellow count. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, WXY coming in. But I have a problem with the subdivision. I see 7 waves in my third. Yeah. I can fix that with the blue count, but then 4 looks kind of too big for the 2 that we got. Or is the fun 4 done and we're doing a diag 5? Don't know what is worse. Well, let's see. So I'm going to pull this up on mine. Why do I not have near as much data? Oh, there we go. I think you said that. Yeah, I don't know why the chart gets lost in one day. That is weird. All right, so it's so funny. So perfect. Strength-wise, MACD is pointing up on the 12-hour. So my bias is up. Obviously, we've pointing up here. Wish I could see the daily chart. All right, so that is bearish there in a sense. We're on the monthly chart and we closed the monthly yesterday, right? So we did hold this one, but we lost this one. So I am leaning to the blue. I just don't think momentum wise we've got the means to drop down here. Yeah, I mean, so just from that pull, the line chart on the 12 hour, you can see we hit target, reversed back to the golden zone. On the full pull, we hit 50 basically. So you can see why we're having our headache here is the monthly with the golden zone. So I would be watching, if you're wanting to get in this, you can either wait for a break here, right? Wait for it to pop out, and it will likely come back to test this monthly before taking off. Break out of the channel, test algo, and that's a big algo too. All right, that's the one that we identified over here. Did that tag it perfectly? Wow. So the 618 was tagged perfectly from this pull. So yeah, if I was in it or wanting to get in it, I would wait for the pop above and then instantly put my order 335. If you wanted to get in now under 335, your stop would have to be under 310. And then at that point, we could start to look lower, but I don't know why the chart won't show us the daily. All right, so this is how you know it's reactive in a sense. You've got this perfect tag here. Right before this pivot was made, you had the tag here. And that's just based off the 12-hour line. So yeah, I think this is going to break up. Break up, right? Come back down, tag that 330, 335, and continue up. Probably head toward 618, get through that. Right, then go to median line. Yeah, this is showing the same. It's an odd pull, right? But it shows you whether or not it's holding or gaining levels. So as long as we don't lose this parallel on this lower one, you'll just be looking, aiming for median line, consolidate into this, pop above, and your resistance is going to be upper edge. All right, Xiaomi. I don't know what it is, but looks like it's ready to pop a little bit. I'll alarm this so we can see what happens. All right, Cokey, nice work. But I do think it is the blue count. All right. James, FTM. Got in yesterday at this OB on the 4-hour. Nice. Good entry. Now you can put your stop at entry. Let it ride. Y'all are awfully quiet in the chat. Holy moly. Maybe I'm putting y'all to sleep. I don't know. Oh, baby. That's what we want right there. $30 more minutes, Peter. I'll do your cripple next. Busy taking notes. All right, look at this pool right here, baby. Look at that. Barely missed it here, but look at this. Right, 618 tag, and then the part, like, this could be coincidence at times, but the fact that it hit here, right, and then came above, and the next tag was here, that's no coincidence. So based off of this right here, that's going to be a big headache. The 1618, right? Just because these were so reactive. So this would be my perfect pull. Let's see if we can find some confluence areas. What is that? ETH popping? Uh-oh. Hang on. 35.76. I've got a short. And it does not look like I should be shorting this dude. Hang on real quick. Yep. I'm in profit right now. Entry 35.73. Price is curling down. So my entry was right. $73. Right there. So up $150. I'm gonna take half, put this break even. I don't want to watch this. Yeah, I've got some ETH long. This was just futures scalp, but it was 25 ETH short, so it was 100 grand. I don't want to be sitting here doing charts and look back and it's up $100. You know, ETH is up here at 36.50, or push all the way up here to this top 38, and I'm over here in $100,000 short. So I'll take my $100 profit, stop at break even, See what happens. All right, all right. Oh, nice. Lifting weights while you listen to me. Do I keep you entertained enough to do that while you lift weights? I feel like I'm way more boring than Sam. But that's just because I can't sit there and talk while I try to think. All right. Yeah, I definitely think Ethan's going higher. All right, so Trade Devil members know what I did here was this fib, right, where I right-clicked and went deviations. Basically, it's just a deviation that I use between two fibs so I can break it out, right, and see if we're gaining levels. You can see how these deviations, so it starts here. There's a deviation here, There's a midpoint right here, the red. But if you really come in tight, you can see how each of these react, right? We barely poked above that one on the hourly, held it, pushed to the next, got above, held it. Consolidated a little bit, boom, straight up to the next one. You can see how the next is to the tick. Now, our next little bit of resistance, the midpoint, is 98 cents. And he got in. James got in here on this OB. So he is sitting pretty now. Really, you don't want to lose that deviation now. Right, so there's your daily level. I don't think I've got a daily. Yeah, dude. Right, so you don't want to lose that. Come down and test it, but you don't want to. Right, you don't want to come down and have price action underneath it, because then it's likely going to come back to your entry. So let's see if you had a count on it. You do. Yep, so you've got it finishing a fifth. 2, 3, 4, and you could always have the extended fifth. 265. I have a target at 265, but it seems like it might be finishing at around 1 to 130. Where was my target at? 220. What's up, Guga? I mean, your target's right in between this, right? So you've got some of my levels here. Your 260 was right here, so I mean, anywhere. Right, 260 is right in here, so I wouldn't count it out yet. I swear I can't get this. There we go. There's you some confluence right there. Right, so we held it, lost it, headache, broke back into it, and yesterday's held it right where you got in. So you basically bought right where you'd want to. And if it's, as long as this comes up and holds this now, right? Pop up, consolidate some more. Your target's right up there. So, and that's where we broke up, and then we broke down from. Yeah, we broke down right here on the median. So, honestly, James, I don't see why we can't. I would throw this pitchfork on it. And when we hit it with some confluence areas, there's your targets. So the modified perfect channel or median tag there, hit our head on it, but got above it, and that's where we started taking off. So right, we come up, may hit our head here, right? Consolidate, and as long as we don't start losing these levels, we'll be fine. You want to get up here and consolidate in this parallel, then pop up and hit the OG up here. So a little trick you can do, put both of them on here, same pivots. Change that one to modified, and now you've got basically two pitchforks framing what you want to see. You've got here, I'll change the modified to a different color. Right, so you want to consolidate in this one, hit your head on the outer one, have reactions on that one, but not lose this one really. You might be able to come back just so you don't sell too early, right? Come in here, end up losing it, but then right around here where you've got the outer edge of the OG, right, that you were in over here, and you've got the deviation 50 right there. That would be probably the last line of defense there, right? Because if you lose that, then chances are you're probably going to come and lose this daily. But so far, That's a very nice 4-hour close above that parallel, which was resistance here. So I would say this is what we start to do before a breakout. Goodbye though on the 4-hour. You're sitting pretty now, so. Right, so let's see if we lose this and we can hold the 90-91 area because of this modified pitchfork. All right. All right, Peter. How's work been? Making bank today? All right, so you got us in the triangle. It definitely looks triangular. Tired of summer season. Come on, man. I'm warm-blooded though. I want to be summer all the time, but I'm from Texas, so 110 degrees ain't nothing. Let me get. There's gonna be a ton of lines on here, so don't get freaked out. So you're thinking 110, 111 entry. I do like the entry. It's going to be right in this area where I've got a monthly and a 1618 from. Where's that 1618 from? Very bottom. Yeah, so once I think that's fine. That's a good entry. The only thing is obviously we broke down from this parallel line and we're retesting it now. So that's the part that's kind of worrisome, right? As we had this daily OB we're breaking down with this parallel. The next parallel is down here. So if it's not a triangle, it's going to be coming down, and my ideal entry that I've been wanting to get, where I'm just going to go probably stupid on XRP, is right here. And I'll hold until here. And you do not want to lose that, right? 6-month level, 3-month level, but ideally this median you do not want to lose. But if we get 88, like that's where Monty apes in and holds it until, I think targets are 10, 13, and 18. So I would very much like to get this, but I understand you as well. You don't want to lose the trade, obviously, but we are holding in the golden zone right now. We've been consolidating in it, so that's a good sign. Consolidating in here, looking to pop above. And first immediate target right there, 160. I can, Ahmed, but it could take a while just for those alone. And I don't always know Bitcoin. Like sometimes I don't know, don't care. I think we're going down right now on Bitcoin, but it just goes sideways. So then alts are able to pop like this. But yeah, I mean, I could probably do an overview. Maybe not a full analysis, but like here's where we are and here's where we're looking. I don't know if Sam would be able to do it because Sam's analysis just Elliott Wave, and he can look at any chart and dig out something. Mine is more, I've got support and resistance, and whichever one gets there first is what's going to happen for me. So anyway, Peter, I hope you're enjoying your lunch. I do like the area you're trying to get in. It's definitely very three-wavy all over the place, so it would indicate a triangle, but we all know XRP is very frustrating, fickle little thing, so it could look something and then completely change. And one thing here, you know, with my analysis, if we're looking at a triangle, the fact that the daily All right, wick wise, it didn't create a new low. It's basically just, oh no, did it? It did. Right, because I would say this, because we've got the lower low on the line. That, for me, it breaks that rule of triangle, right? Because you don't want this lower unless you've got an expanding. But still, you can buy this. Make sure you've got a stop. Obviously. Losing... Losing 107 is not great. And really losing that is where you start to think, uh-oh. Right, if we start trading on the 4 hour under 109, that's where you may start to lighten up your position a little bit. So Finex it broke too, yeah. So I would keep an eye on 109, entry right in here. You can go large if you want to here, and if it bounces, move that stop into profit. But if you're large here, cut at least a portion of it if it breaks that. For any significant amount of time anyway. You can maybe be able to get a wick, but I've got it on some YouTube. So, but yeah, there's some French in it. I don't know what the hell they're saying, but I know some French just because my buddy played collegiate tennis with a Frenchman, and I was his best man. All right, so if you've got the Monte pool, your 50's right there. And is this Shakira? I don't know. This is a really good area, though, just based off of all the levels. Buy that in hopes that it holds. And that level I pointed out right here is right there at the Monte zone fib, so losing 108.5 on Bitstamp is where I would personally be out. Last level of defense right there. So, all right, bro, enjoy your shift. Let's get this XRP. If we lose this, big money down here in 76. All right. Tilray, Pizza Man. You said finally go up for a fifth. So you're looking for this zone 100 to 125. See you, Peter. Have a good day. It does look like it's ready. So you've got this trend line here. I don't know why you've got this on the left. It messes with me. We've got this trend line here on RSI. Probably come down and tag it one more time. And so far today, you've got nasty candle coming back into this channel median. Very nice candle yesterday. But the fact that let's see. Is it a channel? Pitchfork. So it's an outer parallel. The fact that they dirt bags and they just stopped everyone out before they dumped it, or the breakout traders, right? The ones that just had their orders right here when it crossed this market in, expecting it to just got royally wrecked. Still not a ton of sell. One, two. And you'd be looking for it to hit the third now. Might even get another 1-2 in there. Three days about to turn. Daily is turned and looking good. You've got earnings October, so about a month. I mean, there's basically your indicator right there. Break that downward weekly trend line, and maybe it's game on. So this parallel is definitely support resistance. So you don't want to lose it and flush, right, with against this trend line. You want to pop out and then potentially come back, test it, and then you take off. And you can see that parallel there is massive resistance. In the next week, you should know, right? Because this, obviously both of these are clearly reactive, and we're basically just in this massive downward channel. But are we going to drop to here, right? Consolidate before going up, or are we going to do it now? And I really don't know. You can see where we're at. We're right at this low volume. Node right there. But our big support's not till lower. So for me, kind of in no man's land right now. Under the 382, 236 is right on top of POC. Barely holding a 50. And your 65 is right there as well. So if you're wanting to get into it, I mean, your invalidation is clear, right? You just lose that 50 here because you've got a 2, right? So if it's not a 1 2 1 2, then your invalidation, if you're, I mean, 77 cents, 5.5%. would invalidate that count. Monte pull, perfect target there. Got a nice bounce, but consolidating around it so much. We got a 618 that's right in here as well. So I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't love it for going up right now. We use the top to bottom pull. You've got 236 target right here. But invalidation is so close that you might as well try it, right? You've got this decent support here. You're under resistance, but doesn't mean it can't pop out, right? Get above the 382, tag this pitchfork level and continue up. But I wouldn't and that would mess up the count for you, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your yellow line, wick off the top. So then it would turn it into a diag of some sort. And you don't want that, right? You don't want to have it completely change your thought process. But there's just a ton of confluence there, so shoot your shot. If you lose it, here's where I'd be looking. 750 to 850. And that's where you could really load up for the bigger potentially diag play. All right, Pizza Man. Keep an eye on that, though. I hope it works out for you, though. All right. High B-boy with 1 inch. Got your fib channels. You say you're looking for 8.8. 4.61 off of perfect pull. I believe. Yeah. The daily line. Yeah, right there. It was perfect up here, wasn't it? Tag this one. 3.6 all the way back down to the 50. Holy shit. That's not what I want to do. Binance USDT. Well, whatever I did here worked out. Right here, project here. right? Just got to the bottom of that circle, and then that was the top. Well, local top anyway. Been a while since I played with this one though. All right, so I like where we're at right here, holding this 2 through 6 algo right here in the 0 line. Hang on real quick. Motion at my door. All right. This one's definitely got a long way to go to catch up. I definitely think it gets to your target of 8. That's perfect. Right, Monty pull, you got the perfect algo tag right there. So now we're working on yeah, it's a big headache coming up. Right in here, 420, of course. Crypto loves the memes, right? So there'll probably be a big rejection here just because. See why we bounced or rejected here was the 50. But being a 618, a 50, and the negative 618 from the perfect pull, you can expect a little bit of a headache there, but I think from here to there, it's clean sailing. You got value area low of the distribution range right there as well. The POC's higher, so that gets you over that. If you want to go grab POC, then you'd likely come back, test value area low, the 618 before continuing up to the final boss, 580. Clear 580, consolidate probably quite a while. Before popping higher. Yeah, so you got the inside median right here. So that's going to be a tough one. And then I would use the daily line for your OG pitchfork and then be looking as this as your target, wherever it hits it, right? So if you get up to your 880 target up here with this pitchfork, that's where I would all right, so it looks like right now we're getting above that. There's been resistance this whole time. Perfect POC tag before it took off, so there was a perfect entry. First hurdle. Clear value area high of this range. Obviously it's POC, GZ, or I mean, value area high is going to be the golden zone. POC this way is probably a 50. Yeah. So right now it's basically just battle of the algos. Who's going to win? My guess is up. So good work, IB boy. Again, use this median right here as your big take profit. Just know you're going to hit some headaches here at these two levels. All right. Dot with Master Shifu. I think we worked on this before for you. Still the same target for me. 37. I did this chart yesterday in the Discord. One of the free members was charting on Kraken, and right here there was a dump. I think it probably came like right in here, right? Obviously Kraken is full of wicks, but basically he's got an inverted head and shoulder that takes it back to $2. And so I was charting it, And I mean, this is not, it's not even fair. Low, high of the Monte pull. Look at the tag, 50. All right, so you're at there. Obviously the target for that, $80. And look where your 1272 is. Confluence, right? So what's up, Tezzy? All right, so here's, if this thing really starts to take off time-wise, all of these match up at the end of October. So that right there, nice little confluence area if it just rips up there. Nothing to say it's going to stop here, but that's just a very, very good confluence area for this 50 tag and the pitchfork 1272. So nothing, no change here really. One of the biggest headaches right here at 37, 3-month area, top of the monthly order block. So I expect that to be where we really start to either, get a decent retrace or consolidate sideways. You've got the 33 level monthly mark, and that's value area low of the distribution range. POC, so if I can get above that, then push toward 41, reject 41, come back to 37, keep pushing on. We do have this big 6-month level down here at 16 that if the market really, all right, if we get up here and it really turns over hard, that's where you'd want to buy still for the same target. Hit that median line, hit these. Obviously it would be in a different area, but that's still what you would want if you're going to have this big fifth that then gets up into these higher areas. If it's just going to rocket, I'd be looking here. Good work. Keep it up. There's not much to change here. Nice candles and while I've been streaming. So these are likely just geometry points you've got. You got a big channel here, a pitchfork that you've extended the lines on, so it's a channel, and that clearly works. We're just clearing the pitchfork median there, or I guess median between these two is the 0.75. That worked out well. From here to there, it went. So I've got my alarm. I'll congratulate Chris and Elle on the W. So I must have charted this for Chris a while back. And his target was up here as well. But this would be a perfect pull. You can see how reactive they are. So assuming we get above the 2618 again, test it, we'll be pushing toward 3618. That's 1153. So right now we're outside of the OG pitchfork. Working our way in is the goal, right? So if you're going to push up hard, we have to get a decent push to get through the 2618 and the outer parallel. So right there, we're hitting our head on the modified, which this is likely the one you want to use, right? I'm not using this because that's, to me, not the low. Came down, tested the outer. Golden zone. And we're at the 236 right now from this pull. So getting above this is key to getting up here. It looks like it's succeeding so far, right? You don't want it to, right, come up and then instantly dump back, right? Because that's the fake out. Pushing up, probably clearing stops up here, and then dumping. That's the fake out. All right. So the 3 minute held above the 65. Now to see value area high, if it's going to reject us. Nope. All right, so that's our range right now. We want to get above this, hold this. Give me just a second. I'm going to run to the restroom. I'm going to leave this on. All right. No resolution yet. All right, so the 3 minute closed right at it. 15-second obviously shot up, but the 3 minute is, if I'm scalping or anything like that, that's what I typically look at. But you can see we're now above that 1 minute, right? So unless it closes right back underneath, that would be the fake out. Volume on the dump wasn't great, so let's see if it holds or if volume comes in. I say dump, right? It's $2, but on a 15-second chart, it's looks a lot bigger. So 15-second chart, you've got probably the strongest move here, right? And then you had the push up on less strength, even though the volume of the top candle was more. So, and now we're starting to diminish. So maybe it's the early signs of rejecting this area for now. All right, so there was your rejection, the value area high on the 3 minute, the retest. Right, so if you were in it and you wanted to short or you wanted to hedge, this would have been the area, the retest, right? You come down, retest. And then if we start to move down, you're hedged in a sense. If you're long, you know, let's say 100 of them on spot and you want to hedge at resistance, then you would short 100 contracts of this if we're going to fall, right? So far it's still holding the green. Bitcoin looks like it's pushing, I guess. Yeah. My target for Bitcoin on this move up was here, 48.8. Swipe these highs. Tag that big level here and drop. We'll see though. All right. Momentum is, it's a 1 minute, but momentum is about to start to cross negative. So we need to push now, or else it's going to turn over, likely to start increasing in speed. Looks like they're saving it for now. The bull trading MTF. But basically MACD, RSI, and bull trading, that basically tells me, especially on the low time frames, you know, are we increasing? Obviously at 15 seconds and 1 minute it can fake you out, but so closed above there. See what this 3 minute does. See if it's just another retest. It looks good. So on the 3 minute, see how this one was the strongest? So it indicates another push. Small anyway for now. Right, 15 minutes. Just getting started, so. you want MACD to cross and turn up right here on the 1 minute and not reject. There we go. So we got the 3 minute close above it now. Well, no, we got 1 more minute. We got the 1 minute close above though. So they failed it again on a 3 minute. 1 minute did close above and held above our red area, which is what you want to hold, but now it's kind of iffy because the fact that they closed the 3 minute lower here after sweeping the highs, and your RSI is lower here. So now they could actually dump it. Held here for now.
Que toi aussi, je t'aime à l'infini. Tu es l'amour de ma vie, la nuit. J'ai tellement envie, baby viens ici. Tout en toi me sourit. Appelle-moi, je deviens dingue quand tu ne me réponds pas. J'ai tant besoin de ta voix, t'es le désir de mes jours, envie de toi mon amour. Appelle-moi, je deviens dingue quand tu ne me réponds pas. J'ai tant besoin de ta voix, t'es le désir de mes jours, envie de toi mon amour. Appelle-moi, appelle-moi, appelle-moi. J'ai tant besoin mon amour. Appelle-moi, appelle-moi, appelle-moi. J'ai tant besoin mon amour. Sans toi, j'ai envie de toi. Quand t'es trop loin de moi, je veux être dans tes bras avec toi. Ce sont des moments de joie.
You don't want 3 minutes to close onto that out, because that would be a loss of all those. Oh, well, it held it barely. So it's fighting value area high right now. Hang on. Partially filled. Yeah, so it rejected value area high this time. So I'm expecting a move down, to be honest. And Bitcoin for me is at resistance. So unless Bitcoin just blows this area up. Litecoin might be ready. At least against the Bitcoin pair. Yeah, that's why I took my profit and stopped real quick, because that's what I figured it would do if it got in. That would have been a big old fat underwater. So still inching down on this. We lost the lost the 3 minutes. So I would say, yeah, we need to go down and test a little lower. Haven't technically lost this green level yet. All right, y'all. I'm going to go manage some of these Bitcoin trades now because they're pretty big. And they're for the competition. So I've got all the charts that we needed to do. So thanks for hanging around. And I'll be in the server, in the Discord server, if y'all want to give me a shout. So thanks for hanging around, and we'll see y'all next time.